what? Tell me something good outside of real estate, right? Andy, congratulations! You purchased a home and you did renovations on it and you got it up and running, right?
I did 2.5 months.
Sofa from your cousin.
What's that?
Loaner sofa from your cousin.
I did. The sofa I ordered, I mean, people may or may not know this, but because of COVID, manufacturing and production and then shipping, especially for large items like furniture and things like that, are so backed up. It is crazy. I'm on the 3rd couch that I ordered. And keep in mind, I started the ordering process when I was in escrow in July.
Oh, wow.
And I'm on couch number 3 that was now delayed until Thanksgiving. So I had to borrow a couch from my cousin, and it was no easy task getting a couch through an original door from 1884 that was 30 inches wide.
I was going to say, is it below 30 inches? Yeah, 30 inches is all you had, right? Yeah.
It was a challenge, and it was snowing when we were doing it. So.
Well, that little Victorian settee that they first used was much more narrow, I guess. A fainting couch that they first had in there. Right?
Yeah.
Love those.
Well, congratulations, Andy. Anybody else who wants to share something good? Could be.
I will.
Who said
I
that?
got confirmation that my ballot had been received by the registrar.
Yay! What form did you get that confirmation?
You have to sign up to get notification.
Oh, okay.
And so I knew when it was in the mail and everything. It was great.
A tracking system.
Yes. Yes.
Congrats.
Does that instructions for that come with the ballot, or is that a separate?
How did I do that? I think it did. Tim. It's been a while since I mailed it off, but yeah, I think it did.
It comes with the ballot. When you get your ballot in the mail, the first page, the first page, the one that you don't mail with it, you hold on to that one. It's got all the tracking information on there.
Cool. Great.
Is it like a QR code that, or a barcode that you?
Yeah, it was like a little barcode. It was so funny. I took it to the post office. I was like, look, oh my gosh, they're going to track my ballot. She said, girl, I don't have nothing to do with that.
She wanted to make sure she was.
I was just excited.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Anybody else? Tell me something good. Don't be shy.
Dodgers won game 1 of the World Series.
It's
You and Tracy.
Tracy will be unbearable if they win.
Already unbearable, so it's just gonna get worse.
I want it for you. I could care less, but for you, I want you to have that.
Just to let you know, this is just major nostalgia. I love the Dodgers. I went as a little kid. My dad used to take me. So I just love everything Dodgers. I am a Dodger girl from day one. Apparently. Yeah.
Well, that's great. That's great. You got all the swag. You have a Dodger shirt. I can't believe I'm going to ask this question. If you had to wear one piece of Dodger paraphernalia every day, could you make it through? We'll start with a week.
Oh, for sure.
A month?
No, not a month. I could get through a good 2 weeks.
All right. So 14 to 18 pieces of Dodger paraphernalia. You're only wearing one a day.
Only one a day. Yeah, I can get.
She could borrow some from her family members. She could get through a month. Yeah, and drink a cup with the Dodger symbol on.
I'm just trying to get an idea of how. So.
Oh yeah, we're talking paraphernalia, glasses, and all that. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you get through. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was a month. And what is the oldest piece of paraphernalia that you still have? Memorabilia, whatever you want to call it.
I don't have any of that old stuff. I don't know what happened to it.
You don't have like an old T-shirt from when you were a teenager that.
No, don't make me sad.
All right, I'm sorry. All right, let's move on. They won the first game, Tracy. All right.
Really?
I know. So Ed told me. Any other tell me something good?
Hi, I'm Esty and I just joined the
Esty,
team.
welcome.
Esty.
Thank you.
Hey,
I'm excited.
Esty. Girl, your hair is
Hello.
everything today.
Oh, thanks. I'm excited to be a part of it.
I think Esty came to us through Charlotte. Charlotte
Yeah.
met Esty as a
Oh,
neighbor.
I'm so happy. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you. You were so helpful.
No, I'm glad it worked out. How's the
Yes.
baby?
Good. Thank God. She's good. She's sleeping. So.
Love babies.
Good.
Well, welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited.
Great. All right, let's get today started. Dun, dun, dun. Our classes and announcements and events for this week. We have, of course, the infamous morning check-in, which big fans.
The infamous.
Has a cult following at this point, doesn't it, Ed? I would say.
Love it. So yes, come join us anytime you'd like. Every morning, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. We do a little quick morning check-in. We talk a little stats sometimes. We talk a little gratitude. We go over some common quick topics and stuff. It's a great way to start off your morning. And then if you want to, you can stick around afterwards and lead generate with me. So if you're not sure who to call, what to say, just stick around with me and take part in that. And then that leads right into Ignite at 11:30. So it's all one long happy Zoom call for anyone who wants to take part.
Excellent, Ed. Ed's done an amazing job of creating community supported by, a reoccurring cast of characters, right?
It's like waking up with your extended family. Like, it's waking up with like.
Yeah, I agree. I jumped on this morning because it's just wrote, and I was on the other call and I jumped on this, and they were all like, "Oh, what are you gonna hear it? Said you're gonna be." I was like, "Whoa!" But they and then my iPad died right at the end there. All right, great. Next is lead generation with Ed. Yeah, like
We
Ed was
covered
saying.
that. So yeah, that's part of that happy Zoom call training.
There you go. All right, Todd.
I got the Starbucks card, Joey.
Yes. Oh, by the way, hold on. Wait. So we did our first. I'm experimenting with having some like contests and stuff. So yesterday we had the first lead generation contest for the lead generation group, and Lorna won a $10 gift certificate to Pete's. So coffee for.
That's because none of you guys showed up, so I just won by default.
It's awesome. We'll be doing more stuff like that. I'm still figuring out the format and all that kind of stuff, but it's just a fun way to stay motivated and keep the ball pushing. Just any way to
Hank
find
said it
motivation.
was fun.
Important lesson in there, you guys. First step to being successful, Lorna.
Show up.
That's all you had to do. I get you almost there. Let me tell you. All right. All right, next. Tara. Command set go. Website pages part 2. They went in pretty deep last week on the website pages and what you can do, and found it necessary to have a second class to go into how you can really add value to it. Watch the first part and then take tomorrow's class at 9 a.m. There's some
Tristan said he just uploaded it today.
Uploaded it.
Yeah, they were editing because I kept begging for it because I missed it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
They just uploaded it.
Yep. And so you load it, and you watch it. Almost lost my tea across the desk. Watch it, and then pick up part 2. Excellent. Ignite 2.0. I will be teaching contract to close. That's tomorrow at 11:30 to 12:30.
Hold on.
Friday.
Friday. I'm sorry.
Friday.
Because tomorrow I have.
Yes. So just a quick announcement for anyone who's been attending Ignite. Just please note that there will be no Ignite tomorrow. because we had to reschedule it for Joey had a conflict, and Joey teaches an awesome contract to close class. I highly recommend taking it, even if you're not new, even if you've been around for a while. Joey has this awesome class that he does on contract to close. I always get a lot out of it. That'll be on Friday.
Excellent. Yeah, and also, we are recording I did a contracts contracts class last week that we recorded. Hasn't been uploaded yet. Hopefully, it's going to be. I mean, we got through 3.5 pages or so of the RPA, and I think I was pretty succinct too. So that was like an hour and a half of half of the RPA, and we're going to be doing another class. When is my next contract class?
I believe it's next Thursday at 1:30. I believe it is.
Yeah, great. So, and then I think right after that, we're going to do a lease. There's a call for a lease, right?
Yes. Lots of people requesting a class on leases and everything to know about how to put a lease together. So we're going to do one of those. So
yeah. So let's talk, because I want to bring somebody in who's doing I'm going to bring somebody in who does a lot of leases to talk about that piece of it outside the contract. All right. Great. I'll see you guys on Friday. Business planning clinic. Ed and I, 26th and 27th. Block out your times. We're trying to make it as accessible as possible. 11 to 1 on the 26th and the 27th. That's a Monday and Tuesday, right, Ed? If I'm
that's
not
correct. It's Monday and Tuesday, 2 hours each day. And if you're coming, I highly, highly recommend that you download the Business Planning Clinic files. There's 4 files that are from the Business Planning Clinic. Let me see if I have them here. I'll post them in the chat bar here in the next few minutes.
And Tara, can we make sure we get this? I want to know who's going to attend. So can we get this on an Evite of some sort that we can get people registered for it? Because I think I want people to come with a couple things, and you and I will talk today to simple stuff, and where you're coming with, I want you to have your goal in mind. I want you to have an understanding of where where the bulk of your business is coming from, things like that.
Sounds good.
Can you be sure, or could you add the attachments too that Ed's talking about that he wants us to read ahead of time?
It's not just read, please print them out ahead of time, because the Business Planning Clinic, the Business Planning Clinic, you should walk out of there with it's not just like a lecture that you listen to. It's everybody's going to be doing their business plan. And so by the time we finish on Tuesday at 1 o'clock, you should have a complete business plan that is your business plan for 2021. And everybody's is going to be different. So please print it out ahead of time so you can follow along and enter in your numbers as they match for your business. Great point, Tim.
Okay.
Thanks, Tim. Okay. Next is Command Labs. Ed.
Yes. Last week, this past Monday, we went over agent websites. This coming week, we're going to go over documents, DocuSign, importing stuff into Command, that whole process of Command, which means I'm going to have to sharpen my skills on that because I'm not the sharpest at that part of it. So, but yeah, we'll be ready to go on Monday at 2 o'clock talking about how to upload your documents and all that kind of stuff in Command.
Command is a complex, multifaceted, and very kind of human product at this point. And what by that means it's imperfect, right? And it's constantly being honed. But if you are not getting all the education you can on it and trying to, kind of work through it at a kind of casual pace, it's going to be even more difficult, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to encourage you to get to show up to these classes and to watch these videos and to engage at a high level, because I think it's even in its imperfection, in its constant rolling imperfection, it is still an immensely valuable tool, right? So there you go. Next. Social Equality and Task Force. Every other Monday. October 26th is our next class at 4 p.m. Again, thanks to Will for this great visual that he created. We love it.
I also sent the updated image. So
to Tara, we'll get that going. Thank you, Will. Contracts, here you go. Thursday, October 29th. This is the second part of the contracts class, 1 p.m. Yeah, don't expect for it to be an hour, right? It just never is. It's a very complex conversation. And that's without, I shut it off with most of the Q&A after we stayed on for another, I don't know, Eric, what did we stay on for? Whoever was on there, we stayed on for another half hour, 45 minutes, just, talking about different manifestations of it. Okay. CE Shop. For those of you who did not, were not on the meeting last week, we have a new association with the CE Shop, Continuing Education Shop, which offers everything from continuing education to licensing. If you have anyone who's interested, we have we will almost always have like 30% off. I think they offer a 30% off for a week once a month. But right now we have 40% off in our first week, which is this week, using the code, going to West Coast Real Estate or West Coast RES Real Estate School, right? The CE Shop here, which is a link, and using the promo launch, and you will get 40%. So if you have any continuing education needs for now or the future, please utilize it, right? I think it's a great product. I mean, a lot of us use CE Shop already. It's a no-brainer. Oh, and let's not forget the ongoing sale of these lovely masks, right? They come, they go, people buy them. We still have more to sell.
Hey, Joey, can I chime in really quick?
Sure.
Regarding the business planning clinic on Monday and Tuesday, there is a prep form which is of what you should fill out and do before you attend. And I just put that in the chat bar. So that's one thing for sure that you're going to want to do ahead of time. It says business planning clinic prep form.
Excellent.
And we will have several emails about this and stuff. So it's not if you don't, we'll have it to you again.
And I see like 5 different things in there. Are they all? Oh,
yeah, they're all related to they're all part of the business planning clinic.
Excellent. Yeah, get yourself prepared for this conversation, right? This is your business. All right. You have to have a plan. You have to have a path for the next year. You don't have any, if you're going to just float on through it, that's what your results going to look like. Your results going to be chaotic. But this is a way to get more measured and consistent results in your business, right? Next, Tara. All right. So this is the coming soon. We had some questions around the coming soon status in the MLS and clear cooperation. Let's start off with a simple definition for both. Coming soon status is a vehicle to market agent to agent. Okay? It is not a vehicle to market to the public. There are certain things that will trickle down to the public, but its main position is that this is a way to get the agents loaded with information about your coming listing, right? There are some things we can do, and there's some things we can't do in it, right? Clear cooperation is another is an overlay to all the business we do, and it has to do with pocket listings and coming soon listings. It has to do with listings that are not on the MLS, okay? And it was built to kind of get all of that shadow inventory out into the light. It's a NAR, it's NAR legislation, National Association of Realtors, that defers to the local MLS to create their own set of rules around. All right. So different MLSs might have slightly different rules. And basically what that is saying that is that any listing that you have or any property that you are about to market, that once you market that property to the public, you have 24 hours to put that information on the MLS. Okay? Now, there are two separate, one's a status in the MLS and the other one's a rule. Now, what we're going to talk about today is how that rule interacts with this status. Does that make sense? And here's really how it goes. I'm going to read it directly to you. As a member of the MLS, you can pre-market your listing with the coming soon status. The MLS users can view your coming soon listings exclusively in Vesta Plus, okay? MLS users, right? The coming soon listings will not be syndicated to any portal like Zillow or Trulia, but will be shared with other MLS participating in the database, okay? MLS members, right? MLS users is defined, I believe, as MLS members. A listing in the coming soon status does not accrue any days on market, okay? So days on market are 0 until you put it as active. And the length of time, after 21 days in coming soon, the listing automatically moves to the active status. The coming soon yes or no required field is now present on the contract info tab of the slim listing input form. Okay, so that means that you have 21 days is what you have that a property can be in coming soon. If you do nothing, it will move to active. And what the things you can do or move it to active are to, you can't reboot it into coming soon, I believe, unless you have some workaround. The idea is that after 21 days, you're either moving to active or you're withdrawing or you're pausing the process in some way, okay? The coming soon, yes or no required field is now present on the contract info tab of Slim. Input the form, listing input form. If you would like to enter your listing as coming soon, select the yes option. In Slim will guide you to complete the requirements. Once you complete the requirements and enter your coming soon listing, the MLS members can find it in the listing search and view it with reports, like any other listing, okay? Everybody understand that so far?
You know, I have a question, Joey. Like in the past, you've seen people sending flyers about coming soon, and now there's social media. What is the...
We're getting to that.
Okay.
Yeah. So a listing in the coming soon status does not acquire any days on market. Boom, we know that. After 21 days in coming soon, the listing automatically moves to active status. Boom, now we know that. If you would like to move your coming soon listing to active, you can change the status of your listing to active in Slim listing dashboard. That's within the 21 days, right? If you need to put your coming soon listing on hold, you can do that by changing the status of your listing to hold using the Slim listing dashboard. Note, a coming soon listing can be put on hold status for 30 days twice. Okay, so you can pause that. You can pause that process for 2 30-day periods. All right. If you need to cancel your coming soon listing, please email the MLS help desk. The cancellation of contract document will be required. All right. If you change the listing price of your coming soon listing, this price change will not be recorded in the listing history or any other reports. That's really great. All right. So here are the requirements, and then we'll get into the rules of what you can and cannot do. Complete the listing. Complete all required fields for the listing. Number one, that's in Slim. Number two is one exterior photo, submit at least one exterior photo of the property to be listed. You can upload this photo with the rest of your listing photos in Slim. And three, sign clause CS document. Submit the clause CS, seller's authorization to load the property into the MLS clause as coming soon, right? Is what all that is down to CS. Signed by the seller. You can upload this document in the listing input form. You can download the blank clause CS form document here as well. So the sellers have to be compliant, not compliant. The sellers have to be on board with you using coming soon. All right. And now here are the black and white kind of stitch. Hold on a second. I'm gonna move this because yeah, there we go. I think no.
Joey?
Go ahead.
Joey, I have one thing to add to the coming soon.
All right, let me get through these rules first, Jacqueline, and then you can jump in. All right. Following is allowed for coming soon listings: sharing via email, text, and print. With who is what it doesn't tell you. You can share that information with agents. Okay. Saved searches and email automatic notifications, add to cart, broker caravan ads, right? And yard signs. There's a sixth in there, isn't there?
Showings.
Showings, right? Private showings, right? What you cannot do, you cannot have open houses. You cannot use social media, promote on social media. You cannot syndicate the property to other, you can't upload the property onto Zillow or Trulia yourself. Cannot be used in hot sheets, CMAs, and statistics, right? Okay. Now, Jacqueline, what did you have to add?
So for coming soon, when you enter your date, the way some of these websites is going to pick up number of dates on market is going to be the contract date. So make sure before you turn it into active to have your seller sign a start date that is the closest to when you're going to go live, because otherwise it's going to look like it's however many days old, whatever, 10 days old or 7 days old.
If you click the status in, coming soon in Slim, they're saying that should not, that days on market does not tick off. And since that is not syndicated until the day your property goes active, that should, are you saying that even though that happened, when it gets syndicated, it shows a different days on market than what it shows in the MLS?
Yep.
That's a problem. But That's
some,
what
yeah,
I'll
on
take up
some
with
of,
the MLS.
yeah, on some of the MLS, I mean, on some of the websites like Zillow, Trulia, and I asked them about it, and then they didn't even realize that. But some of those websites pick up different fields, and
Right.
they pick up. Some of them will pick up the contract date. So it's important to change that
Okay.
once you're close to going active.
Yep. Thank you, Jacqueline.
Mhm.
I add something as well. This is Gina.
Gina.
Yes, I did list something as a coming soon on October 6th. I did not yet have a signed contract except for a verbal agreement from the seller. But I did have them sign that Claw MLS, sort of like a preliminary coming soon paperwork. Anyhow, it lists, and we were going to have it active on October 10th, but on the MLS, it listed it as October 6th when I listed it as a coming soon on October 6th
Again,
instead of October 10.
yeah. Again, should not be that way. You have to deal with the MLS on that. And then in the second response, you really you need to have a signed listing agreement. So you're exposing yourself. Well, first of all,
No, I did. MLS won't let you list something unless you have your seller sign that Claw
CS.
MLS. Yes.
Yeah, the CS document. Yeah.
Right. So that's what I had.
But in addition to that, you're supposed to have a complete signed listing agreement, is I think what Joey's point is. In addition to that paper, you absolutely have to have that CS document, but you also have to have a complete signed listing agreement.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the benchmark, is that they're assuming that you have a listing agreement in this. Yeah. All right. Any questions before
Joey,
we move on?
Joey, can I add to that?
Straightforward.
Joey, let me add to this a little bit. So right now in Los Angeles County, there are 340 coming soon listings that are single families or condos. And you'll see here on number 2 we're down at the bottom of the sheet here, it says number 2, saved searches and email notifications. What that means is that if you have buyers right now who are searching for a home in wherever, and you have them on an auto notification from the MLS, so that whenever something new hits the MLS, you're sending them notifications from the MLS, not from Command, not from Zillow, not from. So if you have stuff coming from the MLS to them, they will get notified if something shows up. If you have it set, you can have it set so that something will show up and go to them automatically via coming soon. Or if, for example, if you have a client who are looking for a property and they're not seeing anything on Zillow or whatever websites they're using that they like, you can go look and see if there's a coming soon listing that matches them. And what that means is that we now have a way of sharing properties that does not include Zillow or Trulia or whatever else. And, a lot of people are like, oh, well, I don't want to, you don't need to send me properties because I just like looking on Redfin every day and it lets me know of everything. They're like, well, actually, there's about over 300 homes right now that you don't have access to in Redfin. And I do, and I'd be happy to share with you, but you don't. In fact, you don't have it there. You won't find it on Zillow. You won't find it on Trulia. But if you want me, I can set you up on a search through the MLS directly, and you'll have access to these off-market properties that are coming soon. It's a great way to get people off of Redfin or Zillow or Trulia and having them come to you for the most current real estate information. I love it. It's a I don't know about a game changer, but it's definitely a new tactic that you can use.
Yeah. And I think if you're automatically sending them, you have to check a box that says to include the coming soon to your particular client.
Correct. Yeah.
But Joey, you said it was primarily an agent to agent thing, but it's true on my feeds. I've been checking the coming soon, and I could see from what Ed said a reason maybe not to, because I'd have something I could go back to them with and say, hey, this is not on the other sites yet. But it doesn't seem to me anything wrong with including the coming soons on a feed if we chose to, even though it's not agent to agent. Would you agree with that?
Yes, it's coming from you.
Yeah.
So it's that we're talking about how you can't promote it directly to well, coming soon you can say you can coming soon and clear cooperation, two different things, right? All right.
Oh, okay.
Right. So if you're in the coming soon status, this is what you can, you're obviously, yard signs are getting to end users, and saved searches and email, but it's about giving the agent more control of the information, right?
But
So,
Joey, I think that number one on the rules that is rules on what is allowed for coming soon, sharing via email, text, and print. I think that goes beyond just between. I think that goes to people in your database or clients.
Yeah, that's the way I read it too.
For agents, I think that the communication that we use most, often, or the vehicle that we use, social media, is the one to point out that's not allowed. But I believe that number one on what you can do can be shared to clients, database, etc.
So, Tracy, let me just say this, because I think what Tim has said, because there's something that's really interesting that's implied here, is that really this is for sharing agent to agent, but it's not really quite just agent to agent, because if I share something that's coming soon, it's going to go to all the agents in California, but also to anyone any one of their clients who they have on a saved search, or anyone who they have sending out emails for coming soon stuff. Those are all. It's not just going to stop at the agents. It's going to automatically go to any of their people, any of their clients who have saved searches. It's actually really cool. It's a way where we're all kind of circumventing the lock that Zillow and Trulia and Realtor.com. It's a way where they can't do that. They can't. It's not going to show up on their websites. But here's a way where we can, as agents, share it amongst agents and all the clients they have. It's pretty cool.
So
one of the
Charlotte, it's very kind of convoluted in a way, and even when I talk to the guy at the MLS, he's like, hey, we got thrown this.
What he's saying is
that
what it was. There he is.
He's back.
Yeah, the one thing that we
out.
are not allowed to do is promote pocket listings. And I think people are confusing that with coming soon status on the MLS is really pocket listings that we're not allowed to promote on anything.
Absolutely. Right. This is in the MLS as coming soon status, right? This is how these two interact. So if you have a property in coming soon, you could do these things and you can't do these things. That's where we are right now. If it's just a pocket listing that you don't have in coming soon or don't have as active on the MLS, then they're saying you can't do any of these things. You can't promote it outside of your brokerage affiliation. Okay. If you have a non-listing where you have a client who says, hey, I'll sell if you get me this price, but I'm not signing anything. I'm not, engaging you as an agent, which happens, quite often, then you can't add it into the coming soon. You also cannot, per clear cooperation rules of our MLS, you also cannot promote that outside of your brokerage. Once you promote it outside of your brokerage on social media, or even sending an email to an agent outside your brokerage, theoretically, you are compelled to get it into the MLS within 24 hours.
Hey, Joey.
Yes.
Is this kind of taking the place of the SELM form that you have in the car forms? Because like a lot of times when you get a listing, you have that sign to keep it off for a little bit, as you know, so you can get all your marketing up and running.
No, it's a different functionality.
Okay.
That is that if you want to, you can use this in place of it. If you want to put it in coming soon status and you want to let people know before it goes on the market, whilst you're doing, you have 30 days, 21 days to work on the property. If it's less than 21 days and you think you can, pull that off, well, then use it instead of it.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously you'll get a listing. Yeah, you'll get a listing signed, but you still need to like stage it or whatever. I mean, there's many days before you can really have it active. So.
Yeah. All right, guys. I hope that helps. It's as much as it's as much as we have, as much understanding as we have from the MLS at this point. Sorry to say. All right.
I mean, honestly, that days on market just makes everyone a little nervous if other ones are picking it up as a longer amount of time,
Yes, yeah, but we should definitely address it with the MLS itself. Okay.
I just checked on that I don't know, Jacqueline, I don't know which websites you're saying are doing that, but I just checked on that on my latest listing because I did use the coming soon for about a week, and the days on market are aligned with the active, this is for Zillow. The days on market for Zillow are aligned with the active status on the MLS. So I don't know what website it isn't doing that with, but that.
Yeah, there were several websites when I used these for a property that I was selling, and people were coming in telling me, well, you already have this for a week and a half and you have no offers, so you must be wanting to reduce. And I went to check, and sure enough, and I went to check with the MLS, and they said, oh, we don't have control over what fields some websites will pick up.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's move on. I would say the more reputable websites are going to focus on the actual, the actual active date is what I would hope. But yeah, the MLS is not going to. They're only going to give us so much. All right. We have Will's wife. Where are you guys? Will, you want to introduce your wife? And she's going to talk about a wonderful charity that she is working with. If anybody is interested in participating. Will.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. How you doing, everyone? We are here. We are literally in Arizona right now, getting ready to hike the Grand Canyon.
Woohoo! No donkeys.
I don't know what we're thinking right now, but we're about to do it for a great cause. We've been married 5 years, no kids, but we do have kids around the world. And so my wife is going to give you more information about the kids around the world, and hopefully you guys can join in and support us in this great cause. All right, thank you.
Hi, everybody. I feel like a little bit of your family because I've been inherently listening to your calls quite often, just by default. So I know a lot of what's going on. I've heard some of the heavy conversations that you guys have had, and yeah, it's been a rough season, right? Well, I have heard from working in the nonprofit world that if America has the flu, if America has a cold, our other countries have the flu. Our third world countries have the flu. And if you can just kind of grasp that, you know, we got a lot going on here right now in this season, and across the world, things are a lot worse. So as Will said, I work for World Vision, and it's not even a job. It's like a dream come true. I get to work with kids and families, and World Vision has been around for 70 years. It's our 70th year anniversary. And we get a chance to work with children all around the world. We do community development. That's our main thing, is developing communities, responding to emergencies, and advocate for change, which I think is super important. You can see some of our stats here. Just a couple things were a little different last year, but just a couple of years ago, 2.8 people were getting improved sanitation, 4 million people improved sanitation, improved hygiene for 5 million people. And literally, we just work with children all around the world, bringing kids clean water every 10 seconds. So that's kind of our claim to fame. We're the largest provider of clean water outside of a government. And so it means a lot to us. So this is me and Will in 2019. We are not athletes. We are not athletic. We have no type of background in that. And in 2019, we did our first half marathon in Kenya. And so we got a chance to run and visit the areas that we support and see some of the kids that we love. This year, it feels like last year, oh my God, we did the LA Marathon. So we just completed our first LA Marathon and had a great time doing that. And why do we do it? Not because we like it or enjoy it. And what are we doing next? Rim to rim, Grand Canyon, 18 miles, you guys. And we are not even hikers. We had to purchase boots, like do the whole thing, because this is not what we do, Joey, like at all.
I love it.
But we do it because it's personal for us. One thing about my job and my vocation is that I'm able to make the relationship that we have with children personal. So this is Anita, and this was about 7 years ago, and that was the water that Anita was drinking from every day. She actually would drink that water, and we wouldn't give that water to our dogs, you know? And what you can't see, she would walk 7 miles, because if you think about it in kilometers, it's miles, 7 miles round trip 2 times a day to get that dirty water. And what you also can't see are the men that are standing at the top of the trees praying down on these young girls, because it's the largest area of human trafficking, child rape, molestation, and that type of thing. And so when we met Anita, this is what it looked like. And this is Anita now. When we went back in 2019, you can see me and Will on the picture on the left. This is Anita drinking water out of the running fountain right outside of her home. So she no longer has to walk for water, and she now goes to school. That's where we were at on the right. There's me, Will, Anita, and her sister, and we're heading to their school, which also now has clean running water. So we've just been able to bless so many people and give them fullness of life. And that's really what it's about. So we do this because of the kids, and it's personal to us. And this last page is, we are wanting to just invite people into this kind of cause. When you sponsor a child with World Vision, it's $39 a month, and that child gets a social worker, someone that physically goes out to them and makes sure that they have the things that they need. It's a monthly rotating support, but it blesses that child all the way up through college and allows them to have the things that you kind of seen me with, me, Will, Anita, her sister, and we just have been able to be a blessing to so many people. And so if you're willing to join us, please do so. I think we're going to put,
Just drop it.
Done.
yeah, he put the link in the chat. And if you guys have any questions, reach out to me and Will. You want to say something, Will?
Just want to thank you guys in advance for your support. It's much needed. I know it's a rough year, but it's even rougher on the other side of the world, as she said. So thank you.
And thank you, Joey. I so appreciate you.
Thank you for
bit of
doing
time.
the good work. Thank you for doing the good work out there in the world, and making us aware of the disparities between our lives, right? You know, something as simple as water changes people's lives in such a dramatic way for those who need it. Clean water, right? More importantly. And so it's really, it's heartwarming, but it's also, you know, a really, it helps you to readjust, you know, your your understanding of what is important, you know, to you, and how easily you can make an impact in other people's lives. And thank you for, you know, dedicating your life to that, right, in the charitable world. Thank you so much.
So much. Yeah, you said it. It really puts things into perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Why we make it a point to go every single year, so that we remember. We come home, we're back, we're humbled again, and we remember our why. Like, it is not a joke, you know. So, and then again, you guys are welcome to join us on some of the trips. If you want to even have that firsthand experience, please reach out to Will and myself, and we would love to have you on some trips with us and really get to feel and experience.
Well, it sounds like an amazing adventure in itself.
All right, thanks, guys.
I can attest.
Thank you too.
I can attest to how important that is also, because I went to Cabo a little bit ago with my husband, and actually got really sick from the water. So it's really an important cause that you guys are doing. It's close to home for me. You don't think of it because it's such a third world type of thing, but it actually happened to me like a few weeks ago. So it's amazing that you guys are doing that.
Delicate bodies,
yeah,
you know, they're used to so many different parasites and bacterias and such that, you know, that their bodies are not immune, but they can handle so much more, and they're getting sick. If we you know, a simple trip to Cabo, we're, you know, getting sick off of a piece of ice that you know,
exactly, that's what it was.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Esty. And thank you, Will. And
thank you.
Let's, what do we have next there, Tara? Edward?
As far as coaching corner, I was just going to go over the coming soon ads, which you've already done brilliantly. So I'll leave it at that. But one other thing I will note is that right now on Fridays, it started this past week, but there's still going to be 4 more sessions, I believe it is. Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, Jay Papazan and Gene Rivers. Some of you guys in the ALC know Gene Rivers because he taught the ALC clinic in 2020. Just one of my man crushes in Keller Williams. Like, I would love to just duplicate Gene Rivers' business because he's like the man.
Yeah.
They are teaching a book study of the MREI, Millionaire Real Estate Investor book, on Fridays at 10 a.m. And it's on Facebook on the Pivot Shift Facebook page. I'll put the link here in the chat bar, but I went to this past week and it was as good as I had hoped it would be. And I plan on going, I'll be there every week till it's done. And in fact, I want to go back and listen to the videos because it was just, and it wasn't just about how to, I mean, a lot of it is how to work with investors, but it's more about how you as a realtor are going to make, how you have the opportunity to make a lot more money investing in properties along the way and how to make that happen. And there's some personal finance and some investing for you, not just for your clients. I thought that was just really brilliant stuff that I just could not get enough of. So there you go. There's my plug for it.
Thanks, Ed. Yeah, not to protract it even longer, but, you know, I love Gary. You know, I've heard him say this more than once. He's standing on stage and he's like, you know, like, I don't understand an agent who goes out and finds a great, you know, listing, and why wouldn't they want to own it themselves? Like, why wouldn't they want to just own that great property? Why wouldn't they do whatever they could to get that great opportunity? So the point of it is, guys, you should be building your personal wealth through real estate because that's what you know, and that's the business you're in, and it's a great opportunity. All right, next. Tech Corner with Howie. Howie, are you on here?
I am on here. Can you guys hear me?
Get in there, boy.
I'm literally standing outside because I guess everything's closed up here in Agora Hills. So I apologize I'm hiding behind this wall in some random strip mall. So things look kind of weird. Don't worry, I'm okay. Don't worry. Don't need to call the cops. Anyway, hey everybody. I just want to bring up a couple things. At a couple of the other offices, there have been some scam attempts where people try to ask you for Amazon gift cards or Apple iTunes gift cards and stuff like that. I just want to keep hammering it into your head. Stay vigilant. If somebody you know texts you from a different number and is like, hey, I'm in the middle of a meeting, or hey, like, you know, my phone died and I need to repair my phone, and like, you know, they only take Apple gift cards or something like that. If it just seems a little bit kind of fishy and they use time, like, you know, and they try to say like, oh, like, I don't have any time to explain, can you just send this to me, I'll hit you right back, or something like that, please either ask me, ask anybody, just email me, call me, I don't care. I just want to make sure you guys don't get scammed or, you know, waste money, because
pick up the phone and call them, right?
Sorry?
Pick up the phone and call them.
Yeah, or yeah, you can call them, you know. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, you know, you'll get calls also. I mean, I'm sure we're all getting calls about our car warranty, but yeah, all that is fake. Don't, if Chase texts you, but then it looks like the URL is a little weird, please forward them to me, take a snapshot, just ask me, right? I want you guys to stay as safe as possible. I don't want you guys to get scammed out of money. So that's number one. So make sure you stay vigilant on that. The second thing is that I've also had a bunch of people ask me about solar. I did install solar on my house, and I'm not a solar broker, but I tend to, because I guess, I don't know, I guess I'm nerdy. I tend to go all in on whatever I feel like spending my money on, especially when it's technology. So I did a lot of research on solar. And if you guys are doing it for yourself, or if you guys are having, you know, one of your clients do it, please ask me. I know enough to be helpful. I don't know quite everything, but I know enough to be helpful, where I could look at quotes from, you know, different brokers, and I could tell you, hey, you know, this is a good idea, or hey, they're using like, you know, crappy panels here, or, you know, oh, you're on SEE, you get an extra like, you know, $1,500 off, or oh, you have an electric car, you get an extra $500 if you install a solar or a charger, or you have a Nest or a Ecobee thermostat, oh, you get an extra $150. All these cool little things that could just kind of add to your value add as an agent, right? And these are all the things that we want to help.
Actually, Harvey has a friend who I've been talking to, who's going to come in and talk about, he has some, you know, incentive program for agents in solar installation. He seems like a pretty straight up guy. I think he'll be on in the next couple of weeks talking about, you know, solar programs that agents can integrate into their value proposition somehow.
Yeah. So, I mean, solar is awesome. I have a smart home because, again, nerd and lazy. I mean, it integrates right in. I could tell how much I'm, you know, how much I'm producing, like whether or not I want to charge my car in the middle of the day, when I want to charge my car, I can start the charging. It's really awesome. So even if your clients are planning on doing it, maybe you guys might have some questions about doing it yourself, or maybe on one of your properties. I know somebody's building an ADU, and if you're building it, you know, now you have to put solar on it. So yeah, any questions, let me know.
That's great. Thanks, Howie.
All right, guys. See you.
I don't mean to speed you up, but we're running long, so I want to make sure I don't lose the crowd. Birthdays this week. Dave Park, I think, is today, right? Is that today? Mary Woodward's coming up. Eric Bailey, Yvette Millman, Marisa, and Aiko. Aiko is on the 28th. Great. That's quite the group there. Movement. Andy, checking in. Andy?
Hi. Quick check-in. Quick shout out to Miss April. We just closed a deal today.
Yay.
And shout out to Charlotte as well. We are in escrow with her clients after 2 years. So that's exciting. Just quick statistics on new construction. Permits for new builds, for new construction are up 8% month over month, 24% up year over year. In terms of single family starts, which are not permits, but actual new constructions in process, those are up 8.5% month over month, 22% up year over year. The orders for new homes that have not yet been built are up 69%. And basically, just to give you a little insight into supply and demand, they would need 1.6 million starts or properties that are currently under construction to meet a demand, and they're seeing less than 1 million. So there's a pretty large gap on supply and demand. So long story short, new builds, new construction, all of that stuff, it's definitely a bright spot in terms of economy and housing. Along the same lines, though, multifamily starts are down by 16.5%. So, well, little food for thought there on multifamily versus single family. People are definitely looking towards the single family versus multi units. That's it.
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
All right, Raha, do you want to say hi? Maybe. Okay, we'll get back to you on that. Ben, how's it going, buddy?
Good. How are you guys doing?
All right.
Just real quickly, I know the meeting's running long, so I wanted to just leave a little bit of a talking point for your clients. So as we know, rates are super low, and we have super high demand, which means inventory is super low as well. So just a comparison, from November 2018, our mortgage rate was 5%, and I think it today around 2.8%. At a $1 million mortgage, the payment difference is $1,259, which means in an annual savings, that's $15,000 plus. From $53.68 at 5% on $1 million loan, it goes down to $41.09 for the same loan amount. So, what does that say? That just says that as a conversation, with your client, either a seller or a buyer, their affordability is actually better, right? In that sense, because if you look at a $3,000 a month desired jumbo mortgage payment with 20% down and just the mortgage payment, principal and interest only, at 5%, they can afford $698,750 purchase price, and at 2.8, we're at $912,500. So it's the bright side is people can afford more property here now with the price that are increasing. Okay.
Excellent.
And then one last thing, this is something that came out of Ed's morning calls is I'm not sure if everybody knows about this, but Alto's Research is a research / a data market, real-time market numbers website that Forward Living has given access to all of their offices. So I will post the link on the chat, and what it does, it gives you a snapshot of certain area from the city to the zip code of the median price, what's the inventory level, and things that you can use to conversate with your clients on the fly.
Thank you, Ben.
Okay.
You have a great day. All right, closed escrows this week. Sean Chang, Tiffany Chin, Linda Shim, Anna Lee, Eileen Lanza, Tiffany Chin again, Red Real Estate, Champ Davenport, Angela Bond, Tim, Meinl Schmidt, Paul Yu, Rachel and Tiffany, Morangela, Kristen Lundgren, and Marisa Tranquilli, all closed properties this week. Great week in real estate, you guys. Congratulations on new escrows. Red has 4 new escrows right there at the top. Anna Lee on Virgil, congratulations. Tiffany and Rachel have a handful in there. Stephen Basilis, Linda Shim, Jen Stein also on Via Marisol, G. Sum Park of Virginia, also Gerardo and Michael Flanagan on Farnham, Sabine on Lindley, Charlotte on North Avenue, and Dragona, congratulations on Arminta Street, right? You guys are on fire. Excellent job, you guys. And now that was new escrows. Now we go to new listings. Woodward team, you want to talk about Muirfield? It's a beauty.
Yeah, well, actually, we have it in escrow. We had 7 offers, went way over asking. It was a great original, but needed all systems. And the buyer's already removed all contingencies.
Gotta love that. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
Next is Red Real Estate Group. They have a Sunset Plaza, 1271 Sunset Plaza Drive. Very sexy location, a 3-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,260 square feet for just an inch under $2.5 million. Peter O and Myron have a condo on 900 West Olympic, 2-bedroom, 3-bath, either for sale or lease, 1,770 square feet for either 1.780 or for lease at 6,500. Core Group has Rimpal, 1055 South Rimpal. It's a multi-unit. It's 2 units, 1,933 square feet, 7,000 square foot lot for 1.250. Seems like a great deal. Laura Anderson has a new property on Olin. It is 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2,337 square feet for $1,110,000. I almost got through it. Yeah, perfect. That looks like fun too. Harvey, you want to talk about Alberis in Mission Viejo? You're gonna have to take yourself off.
Unmute.
There you go.
Good morning, folks. Nice to be participating and bring a new listing to the party in a area that you may not be covering, but it's a good-sized home, 3,251 square feet on a double lot on a cul-de-sac, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and it's we went live earlier this week at $1,088,000, which if folks some of your clients are cringing at pricing in the LA area, this is priced to sell at $334 a square foot. Lovely home. Please give me a call and we'll talk more about it should you have someone interested.
Yeah, I mean, listen, people are leaving the big city, right? Here you are, you could sell your house for $1,000 a square foot and buy at 300 and whatever Harvey said there, a square foot in a really, really lovely area, right? Mission Viejo is just beautiful.
It's close to the lake. Off the master bedroom, there's a lake view.
Oh, wow.
Big backyard with plenty of room for someone to put in a nice swimming pool, spa, deal with the landscaping and have a very private setting.
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks, Harvey.
Pleasure. Nice talking to you.
Tiffany Chin, I don't know if she's on there, but you have 460 North Serrano. She's relaunched it. The property was renovated on the inside, but the outside had paid no attention. And she had her clients paint the outside and clean up and do some things that made it look really quite better. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,582 square feet for $950,000. Paulo has a unit on on West First Street. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,471 square feet for $767,000. Christina Kim and Chloe Kim have a property in the Mercury, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,010 square feet unit for $650,000. So the Mercury is one of the first adaptive reuses in Koreatown, and it is right in the corner of Western and Wilshire. Right?
Oh, I think Christina wants to say something, but she's on mute.
Oh, does she?
Thanks, Tara, for noticing. So yeah, it's a come soon. The property is going to actually get photos and all of that stuff next week. So if you guys have any buyers, please, sellers super motivated. All right.
Thank you, Christina. All right. Next is Russell Roney has a property, a loft in the Barker block. It's a 1-bedroom, 740 square feet for just under $600,000. Looks like it might have outdoor access. Tiffany also has a property in Pasadena on Blanche or Blanchet, however you say it. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,066 square feet for $589,000. Condo, spiral staircase. Daher has a property on Dewey, and also a condo, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 880 square feet for $560,000. Gina has another condo on 1234 Wilshire Boulevard, a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 680 square feet for just under $499,000. Laura Anderson's 57th Street is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 734 square feet building for $475,000. And Will has a property in Compton on Mona. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 816 square feet for $360,000.
Hello.
Hey, Will, you want to add to that?
Yeah, I just want to say we fixed up the backyard a little bit and it's actually in escrow already.
That's excellent. Congrats.
Thank you.
Michael Stern, he has a property on Keniston. Oh, at least I think this is one of his. He keeps meticulously updated. 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,700 square feet for just a smidge under $7,000 a month. Shia has a lease on McCadden, and that is 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 2,344 square feet for $5,400 per month. Lena has a property in Poinsettia Place for lease. It's a lovely 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,700 square feet for $4,500 a month. Tiffany Chin also has a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square foot house on Orange Drive for $4,300. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a unit, I believe. This is a duplex for $4,300 a month. Dragana Popovic has a lease on Ridgely, 1250 South Ridgely for 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 1,254 square feet for $3,450. Looks lovely. And Russell has a loft, 1 bedroom, 930 square feet for $2,800 in the Barker block. Shia has 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,050 square feet on Romaine, That is to lease for $2,795. Wants and needs. Who has them?
Joey, it's Tim. You know, I've met a group of people at St. Brendan's Church who are able to place people to help elderly people in their homes who, may need care. So I was just thinking of anybody that's involved, as an SRES as a senior specialist or that sort of thing. It might be a resource there to help a client out. So if anybody ever needed any contact there, let me know.
You're the best, Tim. Thank you.
This is April. I have a condo listing coming up in Culver City, 3-2. If anyone has a buyer, more to come later.
House in Culver City.
Condo. I'm sorry, I must have broke up. Condo. It's a three bedroom, 2-bath condo.
What's the price range?
I haven't gotten that far yet. Probably 9s.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking.
Excellent. Thank you, April. Anyone else have wants, needs? Fill the bucket.
I have another thing. It didn't make it, so hopefully you guys will see it next week. But I'm gonna give you the information. It's 5 units in the city of Hemet, and we're asking $515 for it. The rents are a little shy of 38.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Dragono.
Okay. I just wanted to check. So now that
Thank you. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, so once again, I have 5 units in Emmett, California, going for $515. The rents are a little shy of $3,800. If you have someone that's an investor out in that area, please reach out to me. We'd love to get this property in escrow. All units are fully rented out. It's a total of 6 bedrooms, 5 baths. Square footage is 4,860, and the lot is 13,000.
Are they all 1 bedrooms, Will?
No, 3 of the units is a 1 bedroom. The 4th one is a 2 bedroom, and the last one is a studio.
Got it. All right, and the total monthly rents are $3,800.
Right.
Yeah. Conditions decent?
A little deferred maintenance is needed, but the tenants that are there now are pretty solid.
And they've been there for a long time?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. All right, sir. Anyone else?
Yeah, Joy, this is Jacqueline. I have a listing coming up. It's a 3-unit building. All of them are 2 bedroom in West Adams, market rates, and it probably will be listed somewhere around 1.4. The lot is about 7,000 square feet, and the living area is about 2,800.
Total?
Total, yeah.
So,
I have one.
Great, thanks, Jacqueline.
Joey, I have one.
Jump in there.
Joey.
Good, Andrew.
Yes, Stella and us, and Mary and I have a listing coming up at 215 South Wilton. It's a great craftsman. Needs some updating, about 2,800 square feet on a 10,000 square foot lot. And they're going to list it at 2.2 or 2.4. And we'll probably hit the market next week.
You get in early to see it, Andrew?
When photos taken Friday morning, if you want to swing by.
Okay, I'll call you.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, anyone else? It's great, you guys are popping. Very exciting. All right, guys, if that's all, I want you guys to have a great week. It was really great to spend and thanks for hanging in there, 1 hour and 25 minutes with you guys. Thank you, Will, and your wife for bringing that beautiful project to us. And you guys have a great week. All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.